All right, people, I'm almost finished. Apply thine heart into instruction and thine ears to the words of knowledge. Withhold not correction from the child, for if thou beatest him with the rod, he shall not die. It's child abuse. Yeah, some people out there abuse their children for real, but it's still written. You need to chastise your children sometimes. I mean, you gotta pop, pop, pop. Some children, if you say the right thing to them, they'll shut up. You know, especially a man, your voice get deep on your man. You're like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Sit your way. You know, women, they don't really take some women serious sometimes. That man got to step in. Sit your. Thou shalt beat him with the rod and shalt deliver his soul from hell. I'm going to beat the hell out of you. Some people, grown people, you want to beat the hell out of. I'm going to beat the hell out of you, boy. What do you mean by that? I'm going to beat the hell out of you. My son, if thy heart be wise, my heart shall rejoice, even mine. Yea, my reign shall rejoice when thy lips speak right things. Let thine heart envy sinners. Let not thine heart envy sinners. Oh boy, you see, I have one word or change up. If I would have just lived, let thine heart envy sinners. That's why God said don't add or take from the word. Because you see what just happened? Let thine heart envy sinners. That's why I don't like all these new Bibles. What? You just took a whole sentence out. Let not thine heart envy sinners, but be thou in the fear of the Lord all the day long. For surely there is an end, and thine expectation shall not be cut off. Hear thou, my son, and be wise, and guide thine heart in thy ways. Be not among winebibbers, among riotous eaters of flesh. One thing about people that like to drink a lot, they like to eat a lot of red meat. But they call Jesus a winebibber, but he wasn't. Use your discernment. Be not among winebibbers or riotous eaters of flesh. For the drunkard and the glutton shall come to poverty, and drowsiness shall clothe a man with rags. It's like drunkenness and gluttony go hand in hand for some reason. Hearken unto thy father that begat thee, and despise not the mother when she is old. Honor thy mother and thy father, so thy days shall be long upon this earth. Buy thy truth and sell it not. Also wisdom and instruction and understanding. The father of the righteous shall greatly rejoice, and he that begetteth a wise child shall have joy of him. He that begetteth a wise child shall have joy for him. That means train a child in the ways to go. Don't spare the rod. And then guess what? They're going to respect it. I remember my mom used to beat me up, but I used to start to stay mad for 30 minutes. Then when they got old, I'm like, I'm glad she beat the hell out of me. Thy father and thy mother shall be glad, and she that beareth thee shall rejoice. My son, give me thine heart, and let thine eyes observe my ways. For a whore is a deep ditch. I love the word. And a strange woman is a narrow pit. Can I say that? Hey, y'all. I'm talking about you men too. For a whore is a deep ditch, and a strange woman is a narrow pit, says Solomon. She also lies in wait for a prey, and increases the transgressors among men. She also lies in wait as for a prey, and increases the transgressors among men. Who? Whores. Whores will set you up with a pimp and rob you. Rob your soul. Only sin inside the body is fornication. Join your temple. Why should you be joined to a harlot? That's why somebody cheat on you, it hurts so bad. Because you're like, what? You a whore. I ain't no whore. You acting like one. Bitch. I'm so sorry. Woo! Acting like a whore. Talk like a whore. Walk like a whore. Behave like a whore. You a whore. I go for men and women. So y'all women, be careful of whorish men. Who have woe? Who have sorrow? Who have contentions? Who have babbling? Who have wounds without cause? Who have the redness of eyes? They that tarry long at the wine, they that go to seek mixed wine. You hear what he's saying, right? Addiction. Eyes always red. Addiction. People smoke weed. I was over there too. Look not thou upon the wine when it is red, when it giveth its color in the cup, when it moveth itself aright. At the last it biteth like a serpent, and stingeth like an elder. Thine eyes shall behold strange women. You know, when you get drunk, boy, you end up sleeping with whores. You end up sleeping with them whores. You know, when you go to the club, man, one more drink, boy, I'm leaving here with somebody today. I'm leaving here with somebody. I don't care who it is, because I'm drunk as hell. Be sober-minded. Blame it on the no. Blame it on your self-control. Self-control, baby. Blame it on your self-control. And thine heart shall utter perverse things. I would give you some examples of that, but I'm trying to keep it PG-13. Yea, thou shalt be as he that lieth down in the midst of the sea, or as he that lieth upon the top of a mast. They have stricken me. Shalt thou say, and I was not sick? They have beaten me, and I felt it not. When shall I awake? I was sick yet again. Do the same thing over and over again. Oh boy, I love the word of God. It's amazing. It's amazing. I'm not drunk, people. Not drunk at all. I know how to control myself. I didn't always do. And I'm at home. Can't see too much perverse things to myself. I can get drunk and call on the Lord. But boy, Proverbs tell you so much good stuff, boy. And girl, don't you love it? I'm glad God had me read Proverbs today. Maybe it was a warning. If they horrors, stay away from. I was talking to an acquaintance of mine, and I was like, this chick I used to date trying to get back at me. Get what you can from her, if you know what I mean. I'm like, no, that's all right. I'll pass. You know, sex ain't everything. If you know how a person is, you know what they do, and they ain't made no changes, they still behaving the same, don't go back to it. If they walk like a duck, talk like a duck, is a duck. And don't be a duck. Because means of a horse, man, a man that's brought down, ooh, she got the best sex ever. Her sex so good. He got the best sex ever. His sex so good. A lot of y'all ain't in love. A lot of y'all ain't in love. Y'all think y'all in love. I remember years ago I told a girl, I was about 22 years old. She was way younger than me. And she was like, I love you. I'm like, you're too young for me, first of all. I'm like, you're not in love, you're in lust. You know what? Every time she would see me when she got older, she would say what I said. But I meant well. You understand? I got standards. I tell a lot of people the story, man, you stupid. I ain't go to jail. Eat, drink, and be merry. Live joyfully with the wife of your youth. Why should you join yourself to a harlot or a male harlot? Be celibate for as long as you can. Fight the fight. It ain't worth it. Sex ain't worth it, people. It ain't. It feels good for a moment. Sex on the last 10 minutes. It ain't worth it, buddy. Why destroy your soul? You taking on their spiritual energy. You know, just like being born again, you can't take your virginity back, but you can cleanse yourself from sexual sin. You can go celibate, and it'll cleanse you. Eventually, you'll forget about it. Years ago, God started teaching me self-control of my sexual appetite. I still ain't got it all under control. I still fight it every day, all the time. But I keep the Lord first. I was telling somebody the exact same thing. I don't need it. I'm looking for a wife. I don't know what y'all looking for. Court. Get to know a person. Get to know something about them. Their morals, their standards. You understand? But again, back to what I was saying. A lot of people confuse love with lust. And one thing about alcohol, too much of this will distort your judgment. You understand? And the thing is, you can't blame it on the alcohol. Blame it on yourself for drinking too much. I remember going to the club, I'm going to get towed up. But you know what? God must have been with me for a long time. Because a lot of times I got towed up, but a lot of times I didn't bring nobody home. A few times. Just being real with y'all, people. I live life too. I'm trying to live a life pleasing to the Lord now. And it's hard. Because there's always somebody out there. You understand? I done fell victim to it time and time again. And often. Not recently, but I have. Enough about that. But God tells you about how to raise your kids. How to watch out for doing certain things every day. Some people, as soon as they wake up in the morning, they drink. Or do this. You know, it's all good though. You know, sometimes you just got to make changes. And even if you have friends that you love and care about and they doing things that don't meet your moral standards, don't hang with them. It's hard. And they can consider it strange that you no longer run with them to the same rioting and excess. But I'm for real, it's surprising. Ever since I've been separated, so many people have come to me, Houston, when you gonna go? You single now? Yeah, I am. But I'm not going to go back to the world. This is my world. This house that God blessed me with. This is why I cook, clean, bathe, drink, eat, talk to the Lord. And I go to work. And I come home and do the same thing. And then every other weekend I go visit my kids. Focus on them. Focus on the thing that's important to me. I ain't got time for the world. When I lived for the world, I enjoyed it. But I'm trying to enjoy living for the Lord. And it teaches you how to enjoy your life without going out and about and doing things. I'm not saying God doesn't want you to eat out and about, but be careful. He was just talking about food. A lot of people go out to eat and they get food poisoning. I'm so sick, I don't know what I ate. But be careful. Drink the waters from your own cistern. Make your own drinks. You know what you put in there. For you weed smokers, roll your own blunts. You know what people put in there. Hit this. It'd be like smoking in a chicken coop. Or even more worse than that. You understand? Some people don't care. People will date rape you. Women will date rape women. Put that date rape drug in you. And you wake up the next morning and be like, what happened? You either fell victim to a strange woman or a strange man. Then you want to call it rape. You should call it stupidity. Am I saying it's right? No. Don't put yourself in a situation that you can't get out of. Home. You understand? People like, it's just sex. I don't love them. I'm gonna tell you something. You start having sex with somebody all the time, you're gonna fall for them. You creating a bond. You understand? If you're trying to get rid of them, that ain't the way to go. I remember when I was young and I broke up with women. They be like, they still be friends. I'm like, you sure? Yeah. But you know what that meant, right? They still be sexual partners. Not a good thing. If you want to sever the ties, you got to sever the sex. A lot of y'all ain't severing the ties because you can't sever the sex. And then you keep falling victim to the same person. And it made you feel good, like Halle Berry, for 10 minutes. And then after that 10 minutes, you like, I hate the son of a gun. They get on my nerves. And they come sweet talking you again while they drunk. Or while you buzzing. Let's have sex again. Okay. And then you're mad. Why did I give it up? Because you're not using out of your discernment. People, I talk to you real talk. If you don't want to hear what I got to say, turn the channel. You understand? Churches, robbing the poor. Wow. It's written there clear as day. I ain't gonna keep giving to a church that's worth $20,000, $250 million. I don't think so. I'm not a fool. Y'all better wake up, people, to a lot of things. There's a lot of manipulation going on out there. They're gonna keep manipulating because they work for the devil. You know I love you. You know I love you. Some people just love you what they get out of you. And that's it. They go on about their business. Then you mad because you just got made a fool out of them. You gave them the sex. Oh, Lord have mercy. It's a shame. Because y'all ain't seeking heavenly righteousness. You just seek first things above and all else will be added to you. You're not seeking above things. So you're falling victim to the below things. And you think it's okay because the world's living like that. It's just sex. Why I keep talking about that? I don't know. God led me back to it. Blame him. God led me back to those verses. The page that kept turning back. Read this. Read that. Resist if you can. He said, resist the devil and he'll flee from you. That doesn't necessarily mean that these people are devils, but they're having some devilish, evil intentions, wicked ways. You keep falling victim to them. God might have that man and that woman in your life that ain't even having sex with you. And see you for what you really are. But you feel, because they ain't giving you the sex, that they ain't the one. They must be sleeping with somebody else. Well, some people actually got pretty strong self-control. They done developed it over the years. And they're trying to tell you, that person right there, the one you overlooking, the one you think don't care about you, that one that you done friend zone, you done friend zone this one. Because he's so good. I want a bad guy. Nice guys finish last, according to scripture. That's okay. I'd rather finish last than die early. Have a blessed one.